بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين، سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا محمد الصادق الأمين، وعلى آله وصحبه والتابعين، وعنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. أهلا بكم في درس جديد في مادة اللغة الإنجليزية في برنامج درس على الهواء. Today inshallah we are going to be in theme 3 unit 5. We are going to discuss certain important ideas and things. Good. Let's start with the aims of today's lesson. Today, inshallah, you are going to be able to differentiate between facts and opinions, and you are going to analyze and write an evaluative essay. The most important part of today's lesson is the how to write an evaluative essay, which is going to be a part of your final examination, inshallah, in the coming days. Let's start first with the course book, page 42, activity 1. In here, we are going to discuss these questions below in group, or to give reasons why you for your answers. The purpose of this activity is to make you able to justify your opinion, justify your answers, just bring ideas and reasons for things that you believe in. It says in A, what do you think are the best way of getting exercise? What is the best way of getting exercise? Is it to walk, swim, or go to the gym, or whatever? For example, I do believe that working out in the outdoors, it may be more helpful and more enjoyable than walking indoors and having sport. Swimming is a very nice exercise to do. Good. What about B? Do you think gyms are a good idea? Do you think that going to gym is a good idea, and why? Yeah, I think maybe it is a good idea to practice there, to have someone to support you, to work with you, to guide you there, and maybe you can find high-tech machines there that could help you a lot in doing such exercise. But may others believe that it is not a good idea for certain reasons also. They may justify their opinion and say that, for example, is expensive, it is indoor, they don't like to work indoors. For example, they like the fresh air, and they're concerned also about the hygiene and the clean environment there. Good. C, do you or would you like to belong to a gym? Maybe, yes, it's a good idea for some of us, and maybe it is not a good idea for some other because of the previous reasons that we have mentioned. Good. Let's talk about evaluative essay. First of all, what is an evaluative essay? Evaluative essay, it is when you are going to evaluate a topic according to your opinion. It says in here, an evaluative essay is an essay in which writer gives an opinion and support that opinion with reasons and evidence. Good. It is an essay in which you provide and give your opinion. And another thing, it is not enough to give your opinion. You have to support that opinion with what? With reasons and evidence. So three important parts, which is the opinion and the support of that with reasons and evidence. Reasons and also evidence. So each evaluative essay is supposed to have 3 parts, and we are going to discuss each part in details. The first part, as usual, as any other essay, it is the introduction paragraph, while the second paragraph is going to be body paragraphs, like maybe you have 1 body paragraph, 2 body paragraphs, or more than 2 body paragraphs. And finally, we'll end with the conclusion of your essay. Again, an evaluative essay is an essay in which you provide your opinion about a certain topic, and you support that opinion with reasons and evidence. Let's go and start with the introduction paragraph. The introduction paragraph, I think, one of the most interesting things that you can do, and it is an easy job for you. Why is that? An introduction paragraph means that if I am as a reader, I'd like to read more and enjoy the writing, I would get an idea about the things that you are going to write in the body paragraphs. It's like a guideline for me as a reader for things that I am going to read through your essay. Let's start, for example, with three things. I believe that introduction paragraph is supposed to have at least three or two things, two of those things, which is at least introduction and background information and thesis statement. But I always advise students to start with a hook. What is a hook? A hook is something that you grab others' attention with. Good. So let's go talk first about the in general about introduction. We start with a hook to grab the reader's attention. Then you provide the reader with some of the background information about the topic you are going to talk about. Then you give your thesis statement. This statement shows the plan you are going, or things that you are going to talk about, or the ideas you are going to mention in your writing. Let's talk first about the hook. A hook is what? This is the hook. As you can see, this is the hook. Something that you catch fish with. So it means that you need to catch others' attention, to grab others' attention. So it is attention, or it attracts the attention. Use a sentence or a phrase or things that it would attract the reader's attention and create interest. Create interest that, wow, it is a nice thing. I'd like to read more and more about it, so that the reader want to continue reading about your topic. So it is a good thing to start your essay with a hook. Why is that? Because the one who is going to read your essay will find it attractive and nice to go and read more and more. So this is the hook. What is a hook? How can we, what are some examples of hook? First of all, number one is surprising statement. You can start your essay with a surprising statement. A statement that would make the reader say, wow, what is it? Oh, well, it's a new idea. I haven't got this one before. It's good to know that. Like in here, it says, there's an example of a surprising statement. It says, some people may not realize that McDonald's burgers can last for many years without rotting. Wow, it is a really surprising statement or surprising idea. How can this such burger last for that long time? So you'd like to continue reading about it. So go and one thing, this statement is supposed to be related to your essay. You don't just start with any surprising statement. Such the surprising statement in here, it's obvious we'll talk about, for example, fast food or junk food. Good. Let's start, or let's talk about the second hook you may use in your essay. Something you have to bear in mind. You are not going to use all of them. Just choose one. Choose one of those things that we are going to mention. Two, anecdote or a story. You will start with a very short story or an event in the history related to the topic you are going to talk about. In here, for example, let's have a look at this anecdote. It says, the Omani team was not expected to do well in the Gulf Club or in the Gulf Cup. Then, because they worked as a team, they surprised everyone by winning the cup. It's a nice story to start with. It shows how someone, if insists in doing something, reach it, will get it, and how a teamwork in here, how a teamwork could be beneficial. So this kind of anecdote, it is really suitable if you are going to talk about passion in your work, if you are going to talk about teamwork, and how people may achieve their goals if they insist in reaching those goals. So this is an anecdote, an example of anecdote or a short story. You also can start your essay with a question, but don't use too much questions, because it seems that you are not really knowing what you are talking about. But these questions is things that you are going to answer. Like in here, it says, what qualities do you think a good journalist needs? So it's clear that our topic or our essay is going to be about the qualities of a good journalist. So this is a question that you may start an essay with. You also can start with a quotation, which is a really nice thing to start with, a quotation. A quotation means someone else's words, and put it there. Those words are supposed to be related also to your topic. Like in here, Andy Warhol once said that as soon as you stop waiting, something you get it. As soon as you stop waiting something, you get it. And you may start with a proverb. It says, for example, bad workman always blame his tools, and a bird in the hand is better than 10 in the tree, and other things. You may start like with a proverb or a quotation. Statistics. Another way to start your essay is to start with the statistics, which is somehow related to a surprising statement. It could be both, a surprising statement with statistics. Like in here, it says, researchers have found that the number of car accidents had decreased in the recent years. So it seems that you are going to talk in your essay about car accidents, So these are some of the ideas that you can use, or you can use in your hook. Good. The second step is to provide an information or a background information. Bear in mind, your introduction is supposed to be like a funnel. This is the funnel. Like start from the general idea, like an anecdote or a quotation. Then you go specific by providing more specific statement or information about the topic. Then you go more specific when you mention your thesis statement. Let's have a look at the things that I'm going to say. For example, we have chosen the anecdote about the Omani team. It says the Omani team was not expected to do well in the Gulf Cup. Then, because they worked as a team, they surprised everyone by winning. This is the hook. Then we'll provide more information or specific information. It says in here, I believe that working in a team could be more beneficial than working alone. Good. So in here it was really general about, you may talk about successful work, you may about working in a team, insisting in your dreams. Now you specify it in what? Working in a team. Working in a team by providing more information or specific information or background information. Then let's move to the thesis statement, in which you are going to talk about something more specific. What areas you are going to cover about the teamwork? In this statement, you are going to talk about things. Are you with or against? Are you going to talk about everything? No. You will specify things that you are going to talk about. Let's have a look. A thesis statement is supposed to have two things. The topic that you are going to write about and the controlling ideas. The topic, which is what? Working in a team. Like in here, working in a team can be good. Good. So you specify which idea you're going to talk about. Working in a team. Are you with or against? It seems that you are with, since you used good. So then you write the controlling ideas. Why do we call it the controlling ideas? Because it's going to control your writing. It's going to control your writing. You are going to talk about these things only. It says in here, like a controlling idea, it is good, what? For the person, for the team, and the country. Person, team, and the country. So you are going to talk about three topics in here, or three parts in your body paragraph. We'll discuss it more. So this statement says in here, working in a team can be good for the person, the team, and the country. Good. Now, because if you have written about the team, or the person, the team, and the country, this idea is going to control your body paragraphs, like in here. So the person is going to be in body paragraph number 1. You are going to talk more and more about how working in a team is good for the person in paragraph number 1. And in paragraph 2, you are going to talk about how teamwork is good for the team itself. And the last paragraph, or the paragraph number 3, you are going to talk how these teamwork is good for the country, So, as you can see, now you have controlled, or you have an idea, or are drawing a plan for things that you are going to write. So from the introduction as a reader, I can know what things you are going to cover in the coming paragraphs. Good. So the first paragraph is going to talk about the person, the second one about the team, and the last one is going to talk, or before the last one, the third one, it's going to talk about the country. Good. So here is the introduction. Again, we start with the general statement or the hook, and we said the Omani team was not expected to do well in the Gulf Cup, and so on. Let's have a look at the introduction, the final project. It says, the Omani team was not expected to do well in the Gulf Cup. Then because they work as a team, they surprised everyone by winning the cup. I believe that working in a team could be more beneficial than working alone. Working in a team can be good for the person, the team, and the country. This is your introduction, in which you provided the general statement, the background information or specific information, and the thesis statement. As you can see, it works like a funnel. It works like a funnel. Now let's move to your body paragraphs. We have said that now you are going to have 3 body paragraphs. In each paragraph, you are going to discuss one idea. The first paragraph is going to be about the effect of teamwork in the person. The second one, the effect of the teamwork in the team. And the last paragraph is going to be the effect of the teamwork on the country itself or the society. Good. In here, you may have a mind map. A mind map in which you can draw such thing, and you write, for example, teamwork may provide you with the skills. Like what? Which kind of skills? This one and the other one. Okay. Solutions for what? Well, this one and the other one. Then you write just some ideas. You pick some of them and put it in your body paragraphs. Each body paragraph is supposed to have certain things. Have a look in here. We said in the introduction. In the introduction, we have 3 parts. In the body paragraph, we have something similar. We start with the topic sentence, in which you talk about the topic you are going to talk about. Of course, the first paragraph we said about what? The effect of teamwork on the person. Then you provide some supporting ideas for your choice. You said that it is good for the person. Why? Give me some ideas or reasons. Like in here, supporting idea 1 or reason 1, and you have another reason. You may provide for us with another reason. So reason 1 and reason 2, or supporting idea 1 or supporting idea 2. Good. After you provide that reason, you may elaborate more and give more details and examples for that reason. We are going to discuss it. So you talk about the general topic or the topic of the sentence, then you support your thesis, or you support your ideas with supporting ideas, and you provide more details and example for each reason that you have provided. Let's have a look more in here. Imagine that we are going to write this body 1 in here. We start with the topic sentence. Let's start with the topic sentence. Remember, what are we going to talk about? Yes, we are going to talk about the effect of teamwork on the person. Let's have a look and write, for example, like this one. First, teamwork may have good impacts on person. Good. This is the topic sentence. Let's provide more reasons in here, like supporting ideas. I said, working in a team makes you learn new skills. So there's an idea. We provide a reason for that. It provides you with new skills. Let's bring some examples of such new skills in here. Like in here, writing details and examples. I would say, for example, in here, one of the skills you learn through teamwork is commitment to group or to the group. Good. This is the detail number 1, which is what? Commitment. I talked about commitment. One of the skills that they learned, commitment. More examples or examples of commitment is what? For example, if a person works in a team, he should work hard and finish on time. He should work hard and finish on time. This is an example of what? Of the commitment. So again, we mentioned the topic, Then we provide some supporting ideas or reasons by saying that they learn new skills, and we mentioned or bring more details, and we said what kind of skills. It is commitment to the group. We provide more examples or provide an example of commitment to the group. Okay, if you are done with the supporting idea 1 or with the reason 1, let's move to the reason 2. You may say, for example, working in a team could also teach the person to do something else. You provide another reason. In here we said new skills. You may say in here, for example, other things. And then you do the same thing and you provide details and examples for your reasons. You can do such thing more than once, more than one idea. You may say you have 3 reasons or 3 supporting ideas with more examples. And you may not use this one, and you may use another details and examples. It's up to you. The way you think that it is works well with you. There's no such big, rule in such a thing. Okay, as I said, you may start with only one reason and more than one details and example. Okay, and you may write more than one supporting ideas with more examples. This is the thing with body paragraph 1. Let's have a look at things that we have written in body paragraph 1. We said teamwork may have good impacts on the person. Working on a team makes you learn new skills. One of the skills you learn through teamwork is commitment to group. For example, if a person works in a team, he should work hard and finish on time. In addition, look in here, working in a team could also teach the person to do certain things, and go on and complete the body paragraph 1. Good. We are going to do the same thing with body paragraph 2. We'll start with the topic sentence. In here we said in paragraph 2 what kind of topic we are going to talk about. If you remember, yes, we are going to talk about the impact of teamwork in the group or in the team. We said teamwork may have good impacts on team itself. Okay, give me some reasons or support your idea by that. I would say working in a team makes the team do creative work. Give me some examples or details, more details about the creative work. What do you mean by creative work? I would say when more than one person work on a project, they can share ideas and come with a creative work. You are putting more details. For example, and you can provide an example of such thing. You may bring something from the history or from your experience or an example that you think may happen things. And so on with the supporting idea too, and with the details and example. So now it is clear for us how to design a body paragraph for each one. Something you can use. You can just put them in 3 body paragraphs, for example, or in 2 body paragraphs. Or you may put them all in one long body paragraph. But I always advise you to make it into paragraphs. Each idea or each topic supposed to be in a separate paragraph. It makes it easier for the reader, and looks nice even in your examination paper. Good. You are going to do the same thing with the body paragraph 3. Don't forget to mind map. Mind mapping is really helpful for you. I always advise students to do certain things when they are before writing. You may say, but teacher, on the examination we have no time. You practice it at home there. Do it more than once with each paragraph you are going to write or each essay. That will help you at the examination to mind map in your mind without even the need of writing it there. And you may write it also there and draw certain things to remind you in the examination of the things that you are going to write. But practicing it, it will make it easier for you to optimize it in your brain. Good. Now, let's move to the third part of the essay, or the last part of the essay, which is conclusion. Conclusion, in which you conclude everything, you end things. It is an easy thing to do. It's like summarizing things that you have mentioned there. There's three ways or three things you can put in your conclusion. First of all, you may summarize the major points to reset the thesis statement and leave a final thought or an advice if you are willing to advise someone. For example, if you summarize things that you have said, you said, now it is clear that working in a team could be more helpful than working alone. You are summarizing the major point, which is your opinion there. The thesis statement talks about, if you remember, the thesis statement talks about team work with the person, the group, and the person, the team, and the country. Now you can restate it or paraphrase it. Use other words in mentioning it, like this one. It says working in a team can be good for the individual instead of saying person, individual, the group instead of saying the team, and you can also say society instead of the country there. And last thing, leave the final thought, recommendation, and advice. What do you think is going to happen in the future, for example? Okay, in here it says, I recommend working in a team if it is possible, and always make it your first choice. And always make it your first choice. It is a recommendation of working in a team if it is possible. Good. So this is the conclusion. This is the conclusion. It says, now it is clear that working in a team could be more helpful than working alone. Working in a team can be good for the individual, the group, and the country. I recommended working in a team if it is possible, and always make it your first choice. As you can see, there are three parts. You bring the most important points there. Then you paraphrase your thesis statement in here. Then you put your recommendation or your final thought in the last sentence. Again, in the conclusion, you can summarize the major point of the essay. Again, restate your thesis statement and bring the final thought about the topic in general. So, if we go back about the introduction, if you remember, in the introduction we said that we have the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. Then in the body paragraph, we say that in each body paragraph you bring a topic, then you support it with supporting ideas or reasons, and in each supporting idea you provide details and examples. And the conclusion, we said there are three parts that you may write: summarize the major point, restate your thesis statement, and leave a final thought. Now let's practice things in the writing there. I need you to open your course book, page 42, activity 2. In here you have an evaluative essay talking about gyms and the idea, is he with or against going to the gym? Good. Read the essay below. Pay particular attention to the structure. Yes, we are going to pay a particular attention to the structure and how it is formatted there, and see things that we have already learned. How can we apply it? Or is it applicable here? Is it really applied in here? Answer the question 1 and 2 underneath. Let's go and start reading. It says, gyms are extremely popular these days and can be found in hotels and health clubs everywhere. Many people go for a workout in the gym and often as possible. But in my opinion, there are better ways of keeping fit. As you can see in here, he started the general information or general statement, then he specified it more with the gyms. It says gyms are popular everywhere. Then he talked about people who go to the gym. He didn't talk about the sector or the what they call it, you know, or in general about gym, the business of gym. No, he talked about, he specified, he's talking about people who go there. And then he specified more in the thesis statement when he said, in my opinion, there are better ways of keeping fit. So what he thinks that he's going to talk about? He's going to talk about things or better ways to keep fit and support things or support his ideas or his reasons. Good. First, then he moved to body one. This is body one. First, as you can say, I think that gyms can be quite dangerous. This is the topic sentence. What? Dangerous. Then what should he do? Yeah, he's supposed to support with reasons. It says, the reason one, they contain many high-tech machines. So what's wrong with it? More details. It is true that these machines are effective, and improve your fitness. However, if you don't know how to use them properly, they can do you harm. They can do you harm. This is the supporting or the detail number one. And he provided an example. People, okay, there is an example in here. It says people hurt themselves if they try to pick heavy weights too. Okay, there is an example. So as you can see, he in the body paragraph one, he started with the topic. He starts with the topic sentence, then supporting idea one with more example. Then he provide another supporting idea and provide more example in there. Paragraph number, or in body paragraph two, in my view, gyms are also too expensive. The topic sentence is expensive. Then he provide more. It says now hotels are charged huge, okay, fees to cover the cost. However, there is no need to spend lots of money. Why? Because he provide another, because you can go out or going to the gym. I believe that can get more enjoyable exercise is free. More enjoyable exercise is free. In here again, the topic sentence, supporting idea one, and more details and examples for such thing. The same thing is done with paragraph number 3 when he said, furthermore, I don't think gyms are relaxing place, are not relaxing place. They are not a relaxing place. How? He would say that, but they are noisy because of the machines and also because of the loud music. He provide the reasons. And in addition, you may have a drive a long way. Then he provide more other examples how it is not relaxing. Not only by noise, it's also by congestion sometimes, and you may not find parks or place to park your car if you are going with a car. So it is really clear now in this essay that the writer has, implement the things that we have already learned. Let's move to the conclusion and see if he implement things there. For all the above reasons, I feel gyms are not the best way. Okay, then he provided the most important topic when he said, or the most important, or the major point when he said that I don't agree that, or he shows that he doesn't agree with the idea that gyms are the best place. Why? Then they are other forms of exercise which less dangerous and less. Then he provided us with a final thought, or he stated this statement and said that there are other things. And he can add at the end in here an advice for us, for example, whether to go to the certain places to enjoy it there. So I think now I made it clear for you how to these things that we have learned are implemented in such writing. Let's move to these questions. What kind of essay is it? Tick the correct box. Be prepared to give you reasons for the answer. Is it a narrative? No. A narrative means when you are talking about a story, providing a story. Interactive? Is it interactive, like an email to interact with someone? No. Is it informative? It's only providing information. Is it providing information? To some extent. But is it all of the essay is providing information? No. Most of them are opinions. Most of them are opinions, not what? Not facts. So is it evaluative? Yes, it is evaluative. Why? Because it provides more and more opinions than facts. 2, it says, what is the writer's purpose of this essay? Tick the correct box. Is it to describe the problem? He's not describing the problem. Is it to give some facts? He was not giving that facts. Is it to give an opinion? Yes, he was giving an opinion. Is it to persuade someone? No, he's not having a gym, for example, and trying to persuade you. No, he's just providing what? An opinion of his own about going to the gym. Good. Now, it says in here in activity 3, page 43. Read this essay again and do this activity below. The writers generally for or against the idea. It's clear that he's against. He is against the idea of going to gym. Why is that? The writer's overall opinion is that there are better ways of getting exercise than gyms. Yeah, and he talked about how it is expensive and how it is not healthy and noisy. However, good. Can you think of suitable title for the essay? Yes, lots of things that you can use. Like in here, 1, it says gyms are the best way of getting exercises, are not the best way. The disadvantage of gyms and why I don't belong to a gym. These are some of the, you may come up with a title for this one. 3, it says what phrases does the writer use in the essay to introduce his or her opinion? Circle each one. If you go to the things, you remember, he says, in my opinion, paragraph 1, and he says, I think that, in my view, I believe that, I don't think that, I feel that. These are some of the phrases that you may use to express your opinion about certain things. Let's have a look at this 4 and 3. Then we are going to talk about more expressions or more phrases that you may use to express your opinion. It says in here, what 3 main reasons does the writer give to support his overall opinion? Remember, he gives some supporting details or supporting ideas for his reasons for that. Why doesn't he like it? He said first it's dangerous, then he said that it's expensive, and he says that they are not relaxing, if you remember. Good. How does the writer make his or her reason stronger? Choose the reason and give an example of it. If you remember, he gives the reason. He said that the first reason is it is dangerous. Okay. Then he provide what? More details. Thank you. The writer makes her reasons stronger by supporting them with evidence and examples. Let's have a look at some of the evidence and examples in here. For example, if you remember, he said in reason A about when it's dangerous. When it's dangerous, he said that some people may hurt himself in high tech, and it says also he provided another example. He said when someone left heavy weights, they may hurt themselves. In reason 2, he says that it is expensive. It is really expensive. How could he support? It says that they bought lots of fee, like hotels, whatever, lots of fees in gyms, while you can do those things or enjoyable sports or exercise outside for free. Good. Facts and opinions. Facts and opinions. How to differentiate between facts and opinion? Of course, it says it is important to not to confuse facts and opinion in writing. Why is that? Because if it is all facts, it's going to be informative. You are going to provide just providing information. In here, in evaluative, you are asked to provide your opinion about certain thing, your opinion about that one. So facts are true and can be checked, while opinions are people's own ideas and beliefs. They often include or introduced by phrases such I think, I believe, and many other things. Like in here, a fact, it says Muscat has a larger population than Salalah. It is a fact. It is a fact. Can you say no? No, it is a fact. I can prove it. But the opinion says the most beautiful city in Oman is Salalah. It's your opinion. I respect that. But I may think that, for example, Nizwa is the most beautiful city in the Sultanate or many other things. So it is an opinion. It may be, it's for you, it's right. Good. Let's practice more and see which one of those is a fact and which one of those is an opinion. It's in activity 4, page 43 in your course book. It says 1. In June 2007, Oman was hit by Cyclone Jono. Is it true? Is it a fact or an opinion? Of course, it is a fact. It is a fact. 2. Smartphones are more useful than laptops. Smartphones are more useful than laptops. Do you think it is a fact or an opinion? It is an opinion, of course. A balanced diet is an important part of a healthy living. It is the fact or an opinion? It is a fact. It is an important diet. It is really important. Diet doesn't mean that doesn't mean stop eating. It means the way you eat. The way you eat. Diet means the way you eat. You may have a good diet and you may have a bad diet also. So diet means the way you eat. It's not about stop eating or in reducing the amount of food. No. Rich people are usually happier than poor people. It is an opinion, of course. Women are better drivers than men. Of course, it is an opinion. Jogging is a form of exercise. Do you think it is a fact or an opinion? It is, of course, a fact. Jogging is a part or is a kind of exercise. Good. And here it says, read the information below to evaluate this essay. Good. About the best way to make Oman clean and healthy. When you have finished, answer the question A, B, and C underneath. In here is an introduction. There is something about it. We have to see, read it. How many facts there, and how many opinion, and what kind of phrases used there. Let's go and read them and see which of them are facts. It says, Oman is a beautiful country which is very attractive in the which is very active in the protection of its environment. The Ministry of Environment and Climate Affairs carries out many environmental projects. In addition, there is an Environmental Society of Oman, ESO. There is a non-governmental organization, NGO, which was established in 2004. Its aim is to help educate people and raise awareness about environment issues. However, in my view, again, seen here, in my view, we should not rely on organization. I believe there are things that all of us can do in our everyday lives to make our country a cleaner and healthier place. So, which of those sentences are facts? I think, yes, it is 1, 2, 3, and the 5 sentences. The 5 sentences are facts in here. Those, the first 5 sentences are facts. Which of those 2 sentences are opinion? 2 sentences. The last 2 sentences in which you said, in my view, and I believe. Those 2 sentences are what? Are opinions. Those 2 sentences are opinion. Good. What or circle the phrases used there? We said that he said, in my view, and I believe. In my view, and I believe. This one, in my view, and I believe. Good. So we have answered this question, and we have differentiated between facts and opinions. Good. Here are some expressions to express your opinion about something. Like in here, you may say, in my opinion, in my view, in my experience, as far as I am concerned, speaking of myself, personally, I think, personally, I believe, or I feel. I tend to think that, I am sure that, I am certain that, I am convinced that, I am not sure, but I am not certain, but as far as I know, as far as I understand, or as far as I can see, as I see it, I'd say that, I suggest that, I'd like to point out that, I believe that. What I mean is, as for me, I think, if you ask my opinion, it seems to me, from my point of view, I might be wrong, but if I am not mistaken, I am of mixed opinions. I am of mixed opinions. It means that you are not sure about your opinion, but on this, I have no opinion on this matter. I have no opinion of this matter. These are some of the expressions that you may use to express your opinion about an idea or about a topic. Good. Let's go back to your workbook, page 38, activity 2. In here, you are asked to brainstorm or bring some details or ideas that you are going to discuss. It says in working group, discuss the title of this essay that we have already talking about in activity 1. Write your ideas or supporting ideas about what should we include in this essay, in the circles below. One idea has been written for you. The topic is what? The topic says that the best ways to make Oman clean and healthy. There's an idea, or one supporting idea said, put garbage in litter bins. Put garbage in litter bins. Okay. Now what should we do? We need to bring some more ideas. Imagine that we have the introduction right now. We have the introduction. We need to write the body paragraphs. What ideas should we do? What should we include in our paragraphs? Let's, for example, think of some ideas. I may say, one of the ideas, there is awareness in the schools about why throwing litters is bad. There is awareness. And we may say, to reduce the number of plastic bags. Good. And to use recycled materials, and to make people pay for the plastic bags in supermarkets. The other thing, to enforce the law with heavy fines for the things or people who throw rubbish here and there and pollute the environment. And you may also say, organize regular cleanups for balance or for beaches and other beauty spots there. Good. Now, after you are done with the ideas, choose 2 of those ideas and provide us with more supporting details. Like in here, we chose, for example, reducing the number of plastic bags. Okay. How can we support these ideas? We say that plastic bags are everywhere, which is not a good thing, and they harm animals. And you may elaborate and write more. And use recycled materials. Okay, how can we support this one? Said to reduce waste and to clean the environment. And the last thing I would like you to do at home now, to choose 1 or 2 of those ideas and supporting ideas and put them as a sentence in such thing. Just try to use the phrases that we learn about expressing your opinion in introducing or in writing such thing. This was the end of our lesson for today. I hope it was really interesting and you have enjoyed. Until see you inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala next time, please work hard and try your best and put the sky your limits. Thank you and see you inshallah in the coming lessons.